That pair of sneakers you just bought online, there's a 1 in 3 chance they're completely fake. And the scary part, you might not even know it. The problem, the counterfeit sneaker industry is massive. Over $600 billion worldwide. And these aren't the obvious knockoffs your uncle bought from a street vendor in 2005. Modern fakes have gotten disturbingly sophisticated. We're talking quality control, premium packaging, authentication cards, even fake receipts that look like they came straight from the store. Some counterfeit operations are so advanced, they're practically running legitimate manufacturing facilities just without permission from the actual brands. So whether you're buying that grail pair you've been hunting or just copying some everyday kicks, knowing what to look for isn't optional anymore. It's essential. Here's a guide on how to spot the fakes. 1. Start with the box. Before you even touch the shoe, examine the box. Authentic boxes have razor-sharp printing with correct fonts that match the specific release year. The colors should be vibrant and accurate, not washed out or oversaturated, so check that label closely. The barcode should be crisp, the style code needs to match the actual shoe inside, and the manufacturing details should be consistent. Counterfeiters often reuse box templates across multiple fake models so the details won't line up properly. 2. Stitching tells the whole story. Now we get to the good stuff. Authentic sneakers have obsessively consistent stitching. Every stitch should be uniform in length, tension, and spacing. Brands like Nike and Adidas use precision machinery that doesn't make mistakes. Look for uneven spacing, loose threads, or patterns that suddenly break rhythm. Real shoes have stitching that follows exact blueprints. Fakes, the stitching wanders, gets sloppy, or uses the wrong thread thickness entirely. And check the glue work while you're at it. Premium sneakers use precise adhesive application. Glue stains, excess residue, or messy edges where the sole meets the upper, that's not how authentic shoes leave the factory. 3. Feel the material. Pick up the shoe and really feel it. Authentic sneakers use specific premium materials, genuine leather, quality suede, engineered mesh with proper structure. Counterfeiters substitute cheaper alternatives that might look similar in photos but feel completely wrong in person. The leather shouldn't feel plasticky. The suede should have proper texture and movement. The mesh should have appropriate stiffness or flexibility depending on the model. Weight tells a story too. Real sneakers have specific heft because of the materials and construction techniques used. Fakes are often noticeably lighter because they're cutting costs on materials, or sometimes they're heavier, they're compensating with denser, cheaper substitutes. 4. Logo precision is everything. Logos are where fakes fail most consistently. The Nike swoosh has exact placement coordinates. The Jordan Jumpman has specific proportions. Adidas stripes have precise angles and spacing. These aren't eyeballed, they're mathematically calculated. On fakes, the swoosh sits millimeters off. The Jumpman's proportions look slightly stretched or compressed. The text font is almost right but not quite. Look at embossed or debossed details. Authentic brands have consistent depth and razor-sharp clarity. Counterfeit impressions usually look shallow or fuzzy. 5. Trust your nose. This sounds ridiculous, but smell matters. Authentic sneakers have a distinct, specific scent. Fresh leather, quality rubber, factory new materials. It's clean and consistent. Fakes often reek of harsh chemicals, overwhelming glue odors, or cheap synthetic materials that smell like a plastic factory. But if something smells aggressively wrong, trust that instinct. 6. The price reality check. If the price seems impossible, it probably is. Brand new, hyped releases selling for 60% below market value from an unverified seller, that's not a deal. That's a trap. Stick with verified retailers, authorized resellers, or platforms that offer authentication guarantees like Culture Circle, where we use combination approaches. AI technology analyzing over 30 specific data points paired with expert human verification from people who've examined thousands of pairs. Yeah, you'll pay market rate, but at least you're paying for something real. The bottom line, the counterfeit game evolves every single month. What worked to spot fakes last year might not catch this year's replicas. Counterfeiters are literally in an arms race with authentication technology. So before you drop serious money on that grail pair, make absolutely sure you know what you're getting. Don't let yourself become another statistic in a $600 billion industry built on deception. Drop a comment below if you've ever been burned by fakes or if you've caught one just in time. What tipped you off? Let's help each other stay sharp out here.